Hello and welcome back, dear employers. This is your HR consultant Anup Bhatia once again with you. We would like to introduce today Mr. Vinod to you. He is an IT administrator. So, Mr. Vinod, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi employer, Vinod this side. I'm from India, living in Delhi. I'm 36-year-old.
Okay, Vinod, I believe you are married and you are presently in Dubai.
Yeah, I'm married. I have one kid and presently I'm living in Dubai.
Okay, so let's start from your educational qualification, Vinod. What is your basic educational qualification?
My highest qualification is master.
You have done master in computer science. Okay, and how many total years of work experience you have?
I have around 10 plus years of experience in the field of IT implementation and management.
Okay, and out of which how many years you worked in UAE?
Last 3 years I was in Dubai, so I have around 3 years experience in 3 plus year experience in the field of in Dubai.
Okay, so overall like 10 years of experience as an IT consultant, IT administrator, system admin, right?
No, that over 10-year experience in the field of multiple domains. I work as a customer support engineer, network engineer, server engineer, IT infrastructure management engineer, and IT administrator, along with IT coordinator and project manager.
Okay, very good. Now let's go a little deeper in your work experience and understand that what are the key responsibilities that you have handled so far. So can you elaborate a little bit to us?
Yeah, I will explain my complete my track report from my first to the last till currently working in that company. So on the whole duration, around 10-year plus experience, I work as a customer support engineer. In there, we have to support the customer as a resident engineer, as a support engineer. In that case, in that scenario, we work like as like support in the server support, network support, and VPN. In day-to-day activity in the office premises, any issues came in the user side, need to troubleshoot, resolve the issues. Day by day, I just grow my career. I just work as a project coordinator. I work as a network engineer, server engineer, and at the end, I work as the IT administrator. In there, I work completely. I'm the first person to support the server and network, along with the firewall management, VPN, point-to-point communication via VPN, along with web application support, third-party application support, some OEM application support. We support on the OEM application like Office 365, sometimes maybe Azure and AWS as well. Along with sometimes if you have a responsibility to buy some IT stuff from the market, so we work as when we work for the vendor licensing and the supplier, make a contact with the suppliers. We maintain the vendor and the supplier both. And normally the troubleshooting part is from the first to the till we have to support as a troubleshooting engineer as well.
Okay, so it's like from end to end, you can take care independently all the IT network, VPN, software side also, you can support, and any troubleshooting matter related to, let's say, basics of any website, you can also take care of that.
Yes, it's a basic like normally the network person is that completely different from the software department, but as an IT person, is our responsibility to support the company if they need if they need applicant support, web support, so we should support. So the basic application, basic troubleshooting, I know about that in the web application support.
Okay. Now let us discuss a little bit about IP telephony. What do you know about IP telephony?
IP telephony is like a voice over internet protocol. Normally, before that, we are in our premises, there is a DAX phone is going on the tables. So the other one in the backend one PBX system running in our premises. So we just communicate with the cable to cable. But there's a trunk line actually. But right now the scenario will be changed. That is a completely internet-based, web-based communication. And the web-based, you have to video over the internet protocol. You have to properly video conferencing with the phone from between two end. Maybe you in one location and the other party maybe in the other location, in the other geographical location. So we can direct communicate with each other. So there's a benefit in the web connection. You have to where you reduce the cost of the telephone lines and all these things.
Okay, so what type of brands of IP telephony you have supported so far?
I work with Avaya. I work with one is free PBX, asterisk based free PBX, along with the one telephone web base is like a Sangoma. One is product is a Sangoma along with some gateways.
Okay, so you have worked on Asterix and you have worked in Avaya, IP telephony.
Yeah, I work in Asterisk and I work in Avaya with the brand stream IP phones. Normally, we are using in that part. The other brand is in the market, but normally the best is a brand stream. Like.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your backup policy in IT. How do you back up your data and what do you do in that?
For the backup, actually, the backup is a two-type backup. One is offline backup, one is an online backup. So these depend on company to company define which kind of backup they required actually. If there's an online backup, they have to storage the online cloud storage we have. Then we have to install the application, the backup application in the server. And along with that, we have to specify the destination and the source address, and we start backup. Backup is two-way, is a differential backup and incremental. Every company, including the incremental, goes for the incremental backup. So I work on the Altitude tape drive system. I work on the NAS storage. I work on the SAN storage backup. I work on the cloud storage backup.
Okay. Now let's discuss a little bit about email management. What do you do in email administration and email management?
Yeah, this is in the email management. Actually, there's an email server in the backend side in the companies. Every company is based on the email, and that email is right now, like in the market, is the Office 365. Before that is a Microsoft Exchange is going in the running in the office premises, but now is a completely cloud-based scenario, and that Microsoft is also switch on the Office 365. So all the maximum of the companies using Office 365 mailing solutions. But the third-party mailing solution is available in the market, like some, the hosting sites is providing the mailing solution. Some third-party website is also providing the mailing solution, like Jimbra, HostGator, these type of mailing solutions. So normally they are providing the mailing solution, but at the end you use where you want to use that mailing solution, which application you use for the mailing purpose. That is defined on the customer. Normally Outlook we are using. Every company is using the Outlook.
Okay. Now about the desktop and laptop support, what do you do? Are you capable to even do some kind of repairing or maintenance to the hardware, like laptops and desktops?
So in the case of laptop and desktop repairing is completely is a late type job. But as an IT person, is our responsibility. If something is faulty, something is issue. So I know where that issues where that issues occur. If the laptop is completely dead, in that case, our first task to check where that issues. It is a hardware issue, is a software issue. If it is a software issue, definitely we will resolve it. We can resolve it and we can solve the problem at the same time. But if the hardware issue, the two type of hardware is a hardware failure, is hardware main issues with the main hardware, like in the problem in the motherboard. If some like your main IC will be busted. So in that case, you need to replace the motherboard. No one repair that one. But if like some part will be damaged, in that case, RAM, hard drive, we will repair it.
What I mean to say is that like you are going to change it yourself. Are you capable? And then you are going to buy those spares from outside?
No. For the basic troubleshooting, no need to go outside. We can do at our end.
You can do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go a little bit on the management side. Are you capable to make, or have you made before, IT policies in a company? For example, we may have an employee who's not respecting the IT policy of the company. He brings in a USB sticks from outside. Data protection could be at risk, or he can bring in some software unwanted that he can download it. How do you control that? How do you make IT policy?
So first of thing, every company we are using a domain server. On the base of domain, you have to implement all the IT security when you configure your system with your server, with your domain. All the security is already implemented when the user first time logging in that system. But sometimes, in any case, maybe some the not synchronized with the server, so the user have access to the pen drive. So in that case, our policy is like as per my previous company, I had a policy like every month we had to check system manually, day by day, manually with using a software with the software tech. We are using where that policy is not be implemented, in which system is not implemented. If not implemented, we have to forcefully we have to implement using a domain, using policies, group policies. And along with something like if some request from the customer from the user side, I need to access the pen drive port, USB port, because I'm going for the meeting. I need to access the pen drive. So in that case, we have to specify. We have to just put we receive the mail from the customer side, how many times for how many hours he required the pen drive. So that type of policy we have to design first before even new employee, if new employee joining any company. So we have to specify, we have to tell him about the complete IT policies, what we are running in our organization.
Good.
We have to
Now, can you
focus
please,
everything one by one.
Okay, I took that point in. Now, can you please elaborate or just mention to us, to our viewers, any 1, 2, or 3 top achievements that you have done in your last 10 years of work experience as an IT system admin? What do you feel? What is your best achievement, best contribution that you have done as a IT administrator in last 10 years?
Sir, my first achievement, I just work with one company, which is a dead company actually. This is need to convert in the live company. Is it some e-commerce company? So this is that if everyone know about every airport will be constructed once in a time. So that company is still in the airport. One is a Rapid airport in India. So that is a dead company. I convert in the live company within during periods. During the lime time. This is the biggest achievement, because at that time I'm fresher in this field, and I work as an engineer and I work as a project coordinator and work as a project head as well. So this is my biggest achievement in my life.
So you mean to say that the company which was working offline, you were successfully able to bring it online? That's what you mean to say?
Completely convert that project to the live project.
How did you did that?
And then I work as an IT customer support engineer. But within 1 week, I work as an IT team leader. And after that, I work with a project coordinator. In that case, I just know my key profile is like to coordinate with a multiple vendor, and along with that, we have to assign the task to the every vendors to complete this project on the time. And I remember that company, that project will be live on 28th of August 2011. And the first
how much time frame did you converted this company from an offline company to an online company? How many months you took?
It took around 7 months.
7 months project you did to convert a company from offline to online.
From completely offline to the online.
Okay.
What
is your next best achievement in your career?
My best achievement, normally I just work with multiple companies, so that the company's work is on the standalone. The company's work is a standalone scenario. There's not implement the domain and all this. So I just go and implement the IT security according to the current scenario, like implement policies, implement the firewall securities, implemented beach glitches and all these things, data protection, data storage, backup. We have to implement one by one from my hand. I implement everything one by one. So that is my achievement. Like I work with the company, and that company offering me, if I'm just that company offer me if I'm go for the higher study for my master. That master I did my master during that company of working this company as a senior system administrator.
Okay, good.
So
on the base of working, you studied and you also upgraded your skills and also contributed to the company.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So now I believe you're looking for a job for a better opportunity. So in case if some employer, let's say, for example, they are interested to hire you, how much notice period you will need to join that company?
So every company have a minimum 1 month notice period. But some company, if they understand about the issue, the problem with the engineers, if they are good with the engineers, they will like, I have a good experience and I have a good person for my company, so definitely they will support me. So minimum 1 month. But if I request to the company owner, request to the HR, maybe I will got the relief from within 15 days as well.
So as per your existing company policy, it's like on an average you need 1 month time to change.
Yeah, normally every company minimum 1 month time, but on the
want
basis of
to-
request, on the basis of your
Yeah, that is good to hear, because you should always respect the notice period before we move from one company to another. Okay, fine. And plus minus, I know that salary expectations are negotiable, but what is your salary expectation?
So currently I'm getting around 6,000 now, and expectation is around the minimum 7,000. But let's see, it depends on the company name and the company fame. Is there's a big company, definitely it is negotiable, because my planning is for long term, not for the short term.
Okay, so you are negotiable 6 to 7,000 plus minus. You are negotiable on that.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So thank you so much, Vinod, for coming to Gulf Job Seeker. And dear viewers, if you wish so dear employers, if you wish to contact Vinod for any interview, please send us a message in the WhatsApp number or the email address mentioned below in the description of this video. In case if you would like to view a detailed CV of Mr. Vinod, there is a link provided in the description. You can click there and you can even download and view his complete CV profile in detail. Thank you, Vinod, for coming to Gulf Job Seeker.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.